Guys, the Chickens here, bringing you another Boomage video. In today's video, guys, we got up to rank 20 in Warships. We're going to go over some kind of initial tips and tricks for Season 4, just some things that have been working for me, and kind of what the meta is sort of shaping into, and everything like that. So without any further ado, let's go ahead and dive on into it. Okay, here we are. So we'll head on over to the Warship space, guys, and I'll show you what's been working for me. Now, I've been experimenting with some bases. I haven't found the perfect one yet, but I'll show you what. I'll show you basically the attacks that we're doing, and first let's go over the tech tree. Let's go over the tech tree first. So, right off the bat, what you want to do is you want to. I'm not going to say what's the best thing to upgrade because it doesn't really matter as long as you hit like these four items. So you want to get, in no particular order, Rifleman, Landing Crafts. You have to do those. And from there, you also want to do... your most important defense is probably going to be the machine gun. And I would also use that on the multi-node as well. So I would do... Or sorry. Second most important defense is the machine gun. First most important defense is going to be your mines. You want to max out your mines as quickly as possible because everyone's using Rifleman. When you first start out, Bombardiers more so as you rank up a little bit towards like day 2 and 3. But right off the bat, Riflemen are going to be your go-to, what everyone's using. It's essentially the only troop that's available, so having mines at a higher level is really going to be very helpful. I mean, if you even just kind of disregard the other stuff and just max out your mines, it's gonna help you out quite a bit. So before you get to the third engine room, which is the first engine room, I would put a little bit more time upgrading these things back here, making sure your Riflemen are maxed, your Landing Crafts are upgraded at least to level 4, your machine gun and mortars are healthy, and I also maxed out building health just because it's available early, so definitely take advantage of that. Building health, building damage, anything that upgrades or that gives you a bonus for all troops or all building damage or health is always the best option. So then from there, basically, just pour your upgrades into splash defense. Single target is going to be okay. I actually upgraded the cannons a little bit just because they seem to help just with the sheer amount of Riflemen. They have a little bit higher health, so it kind of slows them down a little bit too. And then my next plan is I think I'm going to unlock building damage. I kind of wasted an upgrade slot unlocking the smoke, but I thought it was going to be a little bit more helpful than what it was. But I don't know if warriors tend to be a little bit stronger, then maybe we'll switch over to using warriors. But it is what it is for right now. So on defense, this is a new base that I'm trying out right now. Before, what I was doing, it was just kind of you know, the generic. I had one engine room there, one engine room here, one engine room here, and then I had the defenses spread out in between. But I find this defense can actually defend sometimes. It just depends on how they hit it and what kind of troops that they're using. So I also have Everspark unlocked. I would either use Critter Swarm or the Hack ability with her. If you are going to use Everspark, guys, that's probably going to be the best way to do it. Now I do have Warriors unlocked, but I only have my Warriors at level 1, so I'm probably not going to use those. So let's actually use the Hack on this base, guys. So let's go like this, and then we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. And, okay, so she should be able to outrange all of that stuff, so I'm not too worried about using the Hack just yet until the Riflemen get a little bit closer. So let's start to take out some of these mine pockets, 1 and 2. Let's go with a health pack there. Now let's do a Hack over here, and we'll use a health pack on top of these guys. And basically this is it. This is essentially what Warships is this go around. It's use Riflemen and spam medkits. And max out your mines, and that's gonna, you know, those three tips are gonna get you very far, or they're at least gonna help you out more than more than anything else off the bat. Okay, let's use the Hack here. Look at that, the mortar's actually shooting at the engine room. That's hilarious. Okay, so this isn't good. This is not good. We need those Riflemen to turn on them. Wow, that was bad timing. Okay. Did it target Everspark? Nope. Lumped it right into all those Riflemen. Now, since the opponent only got to only got 2 engine rooms. We might actually be... no, okay. Okay, we're screwed. Once that... It did take him a very long time to get that, though, so... We don't know. We don't know. Man, this is going to be the most painful attack. This is the slowest attack I've had probably all day. But that's fine. Okay, he did get all of our engine rooms, too. Now do I just retreat? Yeah, I think I'm just going to retreat because it's just going to take too long. If I wasn't recording, I may have went ahead with that, but yeah, I don't know. I'm still playing around with the base. I might change that. I might change that right now, actually. So let's see what he was able to do against us. Now, if you flare around it, it is a little bit weak. It's also weak to bombardiers. So since I'm seeing a lot of bombardiers now, it's kind of like an anti-rifleman base. We'll try it one more time, but if we get smoked again, then I might change it up. Yeah, so he was just able to kind of outrange us completely with the bombardiers. So it's not really set up to go against that. Let's try one more battle and see if we can make something better happen there. Seb Astrasonic. Astrasonic. So let's go... Let's actually throw them all out on one side. Split attacks are hard to do without any medics. It's still possible, but it's just not as easy. Okay, so we're going to start out here. We are going to go with a medkit over there. And a slow roll medkit on this side. And I'm going to wait for Spark to come into play before we start using any hacks. Now, the tough thing with Spark and her hack is that she's so slow. By the time that she hacks something, they've already taken it down. So it's not always worth using, but we'll try to get the most out of it here. And there we go. Splash down a couple more medkits. Okay. So once the riflemen start to die off, that's when we'll probably start using the hack if we need to, kind of towards the end of the battle. Okay. Now let's go. Once we get this one down, then we're gonna flare onto that HQ. Let's use a hack over there. Everspark should still hack the machine gun, I think, and then it will also turn and fire on the HQ, or the engine room rather, itself. So let's see how Seb's doing over here. So he actually retreated. So it works really well against riflemen, but when someone brings in a few boats of bombardiers, it cannot be pretty sometimes. So it just depends. It just depends. Okay, let's get into another one here. Now I did make it to rank 20, as you guys can see, but we had a little bit of an accident there. I've just been trying new stuff, honestly. And I think I hit 16 in Canada at one point. We've probably fallen off a little bit since then, but that's okay. Let's go. I think we want to go. I think we just go right at this one, guys. Let's go Spark first. We'll start off with a hack. It's also going to give her time to spawn some critters. Okay, there we go. So everyone's focused in on that mortar. Now they'll focus in on the flamethrower, and we're gonna use some health packs over here. Preemptive health packs, always the best kind. Okay. Now, when you're throwing out medkits, it may seem obvious, but always throw them a little bit ahead of where you want them. Oops. I just artillery down some of my own troops. Don't do that. That's not a good strategy. That's usually a bad strategy. Okay, so we got medkits. We got medkits for days. And we gotta fly over here as quickly as possible. I'm just going to... I think I'm going to completely disregard that mortar, and we're just going to go straight for the engine room here. Even if it does take out a few rifles, it's not even going to get a shot off, so that was the right call. Boom! There it is, guys. There it is. Attack is still ongoing. The chicken base, man, it's holding up. So the thing is with bombardiers, I don't know, that one's going to be close. I forgot to check my time. But the thing is with bombardiers, they're so slow, right? So even if Yeah, there we go. So even if they do take down the base with bombardiers, usually we have a bit of a time advantage. Not every time, but usually. So, yeah, guys, that's the Chicken's quick tips for Season 4. That's what's been working for me. Let me know what's been working for you down below in that comment section. And guys, as always, make sure to leave a like if you found it interesting, entertaining, or informative. And we'll see you next one. Guys, check it out. Back.